I need it from my watch. Hi guys, welcome back to my So that's how that's gonna go. You know, this could just work a little harder. Just don't move, don't breathe. Okay, I am Holly Hossie. This is my channel. Welcome back, or welcome, period. So I am doing a Q&A today, and the questions have come from my Instagram, which is Awfully Holly. I will link it. I think I think I can do it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna dive in because what is something you're super passionate about? Helping others. My profession currently is a caregiver. I also do massage, and before that I was a waitress, so I've just always taken care of people. It's kind of my thing. I'm also like a pretty big empath, and so when other people hurt, I hurt, and so it's kind of selfish because I'm like, you're hurting, I'm hurting, so let's make you not hurt so that I feel better. So kind of selfish, but I just like helping people. I also really like singing and drawing. I like art a lot. I do little doodles and stuff, and yeah, that's stuff I'm passionate about. Why are you so hot? I just put that in there because it made me happy. I have good friends. Shout out Ashley. Weirdest bar/club experience. I thought this was such a good question. Too many to count. So, there was one time I went out with my friend, and I had a guy convinced completely that I couldn't speak English. This is back when I was brunette, so I just looked like I don't know. But I completely convinced him that I spoke English that I didn't speak English without even saying a word. He was trying to talk to us, and I just pretended like I didn't understand what he was saying, and I just was like, oh, and that's about it the whole time. And he just was like, wow, so what language do you speak? And I was like, huh? Just played dumb the whole time, and he really bought it, and it was excellent. Also, I think I was drugged by a friend one time when I went out. But that's a different story. That's not for today. Anyways, mental health milestones. What are some mental health milestones? Probably the first time that I admitted that I definitely had eating disorders. I struggled with those. I'd binge and purge and not eat or overeat. Just a lot of different things throughout my years of the struggle. But yeah, I used Adderall more than a couple times. I used Adderall and coffee to kind of curb my hunger. So definitely just admitting that I was like, this is not a healthy thing. This is not just something that I have under control. That was a big thing for me. When I started sharing my journey on social media, that was pretty big for me. That was really liberating because the amount of people that were like happy that I was doing it, or that were like, wow, I can really relate to this, it just made me feel good. And I know there's tons of people out there on social media that share their mental health issues or are there for support or body positivity and all that stuff, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, and a lot of those have helped me as well. There's a lot of people on Instagram that have helped me in my self-love journey. When I stopped editing my pictures, I used to edit almost all my pictures. Not drastically, but just little things to make myself look better, smooth my skin, get rid of a zit, tighten my stomach. I haven't done that in over a year and a half. So that's good. Probably 2 years ago, I was off all medication, and I was not doing my best. So I don't know why I said definitely. I went to my doctor and I asked to start medication again, rather than feeling ashamed of the fact that I needed medication, because, I mean, people need medication all the time. So just because mine's for something that you might not be able to see, like it's in my head, doesn't mean it's not real. So there's that. Weird or hidden talents? I can see me on my watch. This is so cool. Okay, sorry. I can do this. I can flip my tongue to both sides. And then probably the most fun is the human jump rope. You're welcome. Okay. Favorite TV shows. Oh my gosh, I love TV. I watch TV so much. I love it. I just love it. Older TV shows that I really love. That 70s show. It's not like super old, but you know. Friends, so good. How I Met Your Mother is so good. Probably because I wish I had a friend group like that. I love my friends. I love my friends, absolutely. I just love the little, I just love the little group, and they're just all so close, and I just love it. Dexter, so good. 10 out of 10, one of my favorite shows. Kyle X Y, I think that was when I was in middle school. It didn't get renewed, but I really liked it, and I was so sad that it was over. My favorite show is probably The Office, because I can't, it's so good. I could watch it day and night and day, and I have, and I do, and I just constantly watch it, and I love it, and it's great. And Parks and Recs, I do like that as well. Anything about murderers or disappearances or kidnaps, like anytime Netflix pops up with the missing, I'm about it. I'm hopping on it. I love conspiracy theories. So like on YouTube, I love watching conspiracies. I love Shane Dawson. He's my favorite YouTuber of all of the times ever. Anything with stupid humor. I like Bob's Burgers. Just stuff like that. What else do I like? Ooh, Black Mirror. Black Mirror is a really good one. That one's all mainstream and whatever, but I don't really care because it's an amazing show. I really like Criminal Minds. The Criminal Minds is a good one. Yeah. Okay, what's your sign? I'm a Taurus. I'm a stubborn little bull. 3 life-changing memories. Surprisingly, leaving serving, being a waitress, is exhausting mentally and physically. And although my other jobs are as well, just the restaurant industry was not good for me anymore. I felt like I got out. Mostly because my boyfriend pushed me to get a job that didn't have me coming home overwhelmed and exhausted and not happy all the time, and one that I didn't dread going to and have anxiety attacks about going to. So, yeah, leaving serving was definitely a big thing. Meeting my boyfriend, another very big thing. Definitely changed my life for the better. And then this one's probably not a lot of people would get, but when my dad got divorced from his second wife, that would be a very life-changing thing. I think my entire family got closer as a whole when that happened. That's a very long story for a different time. Okay. How do you cope with your anxiety/depression on days when it's really bad and you'd rather stay in bed? It's a hard one. If I had the luxury of staying in bed, then I probably do. More often than not, I will do that. A lot of the time I'm working, though. I work a bunch. Or I just have other obligations and I can't just stay in bed no matter how much I want to. It's helpful to have something to distract me. Whether that's going to work and just kind of delving into work. I do have a job that's, caregiving is not relaxing. It's not even a little bit relaxing, but the environment that I'm in someone's home, and so it's more of like, I'm going from my home to someone else's home. So in that sense, it's kind of, like if I don't have to go out in public, typically I don't have to unless I choose to, or, if there's an emergency, then I do. But so if I'm having a really overwhelming day, I just kind of keep to myself, stay a little to myself, or I don't do that. So this is probably not making very much sense. Sometimes I talk a lot and I just try to absorb other people's not anxious energies and try to put that into myself so that I feel better. it's hard. I don't know. Some days it feels impossible to pull myself out of bed. I don't want to. And so usually when I don't have to, sometimes I just don't. Even when I'm not feeling super sad and depressed, or experiencing bad symptoms, I'll still stay in bed because it's just kind of like my safe place, my comfort zone. And I do definitely try to push myself to get out of it. But sometimes I just don't, and that's okay because it makes me happy. Anxiety. Anxiety is terrible, especially combined with depression. It's not a fun time. I don't know, sometimes it feels like I'm dying, like I'm literally dying, which sounds dramatic, but that's how it is. It feels like you're drowning, or everything around you is crumbling and you're caught underneath it and you can't find your way back out. It's so hard. It's so overwhelming. I hate it. Anybody who has ever had to pull themselves out of a panic attack, shout out to you, because stuff ain't easy. I don't know, anxiety really feels like there's just impending doom, like you're just waiting for the worst stuff to happen, and you just like know, you're like, nothing is gonna happen, like everything is fine, but it's like, but what if it's not fine? You don't know it, you don't know that's fine, and then your brain's like, oh, I don't know, is it fine? It's rough. So finding little things to do, like drawing, or I carry Play-Doh with me everywhere I go, and I will play with Play-Doh to just release some energy, or stretching, just moving around, getting endorphins and whatever flowing. That is also a thing that I do to help. Yeah. What are your allergies and when did you learn about them? So I'm allergic to nuts. Not all nuts. I can have like macadamia and almond, but I'm allergic to peanuts and I'm allergic to walnuts and I'm pretty sure pecans. I don't know about a couple of the other ones, but it's just like, do I really want to risk finding out? One day I will. Maybe I'll make a video. So when it was my first birthday, my mom made a birthday cake and there were walnuts on it, and I became a little red balloon and blew up and had to go to the hospital. And that's when we found out about nuts. When I was in 6th or 7th grade, I think 6th grade, I had a shrimp Alfredo thing and it made me really itchy, so we went to the doctor and they said shellfish probably wasn't the move for me. But we weren't sure about crab and lobster kind of stuff, so when I was summer before I started high school, I went to visit my aunt and uncle, and they live in Birch Bay. If you're from Washington, it's like Bellingham area. If you're not from Washington, it's close to the Canada border. And we went out there during the summer, and they lived by the water and had a boat, and so they had their crab traps out. We went out, got all the crab. I helped kill them and clean them and cook them, and then I ate some and found out that I was allergic. So that's that story. Wheat and dairy I found out about when I was in high school, my sophomore year. Junior year. It was towards the end of my junior year, because my senior year I stopped eating all the things I wasn't supposed to have, and there weren't a lot of options back then. There wasn't like alternatives, like all the delicious gluten-free bread that's out now, or just everything. Like everything just wasn't that great. It tasted not. So I lost a lot of weight, unhealthily. I dropped 45 pounds, and it's because I cut out wheat, dairy. I wasn't supposed to have eggs, but I think I found out that it's just raw eggs. So I can eat eggs now. But yeah, wheat, dairy, eggs, gluten, shellfish. I cut out some raw fruits and vegetables because they make me itchy. I've been told that it sounds like a nightshade thing, which I don't really know what that is, like potatoes and tomatoes, but I can have potatoes just fine. But raw tomatoes make my mouth itchy and my hands itchy. Raw bell peppers. Sometimes melons, like cantaloupe. Can't do cantaloupe. Sometimes I can do honeydew. Sometimes bananas make me itchy. Sometimes carrots. It really depends. And I've tried eating organic ones. Doesn't really change a whole lot. I think it depends on how ripe they are. And I just don't know. I don't understand my allergies. because I could eat nothing that I know that I'm allergic to and I will still have hives or be itchy or have a stomach ache. So the peanuts and the shellfish, I will go into anaphylactic shock if I have too much. The other ones are just sensitivities, like I'll get hives, or I get really bad stomach aches, or I get hives, or my stomach gets a little mad. So there's that. Least favorite movie? Spring Breakers. Selena Gomez in it, and then it had, I don't even know who else was in it. I think that girl from Pretty Little Liars, but maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't know. It wasn't good. I was super hyped for it, and then I went, and my friend and I were like, what is it? I think it had James Franco in it. I don't know what it was. It was just not what it was not great. It was not what I had been hyped for. And then Howard the Duck. I really hate this movie, and I don't know why, because I never even seen it all the way through. I started watching the beginning with my dad when I was in like middle school or high school, and it was just horrible. I was like, what are we watching? However, back then, my taste and stuff was quite different. So, you know, could be a give it a try and see what happens, but I don't remember enjoying even a second of it. Last one. How did you meet your boyfriend? My boyfriend's name is Devon, and we had a pretty amazing little story. Classic love story. We were both swiping on Tinder and swiped right. And yeah, that's how we met. I made him come into my work when I was working at Red Robin still. He came and sat and ate food while I was working, and he sat there the whole time while I was working and cleaning up, and then we hung out after. And then I fell in love. So, yeah. That went by faster than I thought it would, but that's probably good. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this lovely little story. I have story video that I have done, Q&As. If you want to know anything else, or if you have other video ideas for me that you want to see me do, I will do them. Probably. I don't got stuff to do. I'm just trying to fill my time. I didn't even say shalom in the beginning of the video. Shalom. Well, that was my video for the day. So if you're here, thanks. Thanks a bunch. Okay, how do I do this?